Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season 2 of the Player Career Mode. And as you can see on your screen, we got an offer from Sheffield United. And as much as like last time, the Premier League is a good place to go, just like with Burnley, I rejected them because they're not a team I really want to compete with. Like, I don't think they're a good enough team for my skill set, at least for right now. I know it's like barely my second season, and I know top teams aren't gonna come knocking at my door. But you know, I was expecting with the season that I had, it would bring in some good teams. Sassuolo here. I contemplated a little bit, but in the end, I rejected the offer because Serie A, you know, it's a good league to go to, but it's kind of extremely physical, and with the build we have, we might have suffered a ton of injuries there. And here we got an offer from America in the Mexican League, and as much as I like this team in real life, I simply had to reject the offer because I'm not gonna get much done in the Mexican League, even though they do have their own Champions League because they are of a different confederation. But you know, they would have to be in the competition already, and I'm not too sure if they even qualified. Brighton come knocking as well, and you know, same thing. Maybe Brighton would have been a good place to go to, but at the same time, I wanted something higher than something at least like a little bit higher up the Premier League table. Stuttgart here. This is probably the one contract offer I do regret rejecting, even though it's like a little bit amount of money. I stalled it, but at some point during the month, they pulled out because it just wasn't. No other offers came in, and I was just waiting to see if anything else came in, because most of the contracts that I did reject, more came in, instead of like one contract comes in and then more come in, and I don't necessarily have to reject them, but they end up pulling out, which I regret a lot because now we're stuck in League 2, and I feel like I have a much better skill set for Premier League teams, and I know I rejected some, but you know, I was kind of hoping to get something better, or at least a team I more enjoyed, would enjoy playing with, because you know, some of these Prem teams are really strong right now, and I have no idea where I fit into anybody's plans really. So, which is why, like, with Stuttgart, I feel like I should have gone there in the end, and probably would have been a good experience going into the Bundesliga, increasing our rating, becoming a better player, and then maybe from there go into one of the top teams in the leagues and different leagues, obviously. With Serie A, you know, there's a bunch of good teams. We could have gone to League eventually, because you know, teams like Lyon, Marseille, and all of them. I still hold a deep respect for them, even though a lot of people will treat Ligue 1 as a farmers league and whatnot. But yeah, we stayed here for a bit in July just to see if there were any deals in August that would come in to see us, and so we played out this match of the Carabao Cup because it's still one of the trophies that I do want to win. And the reason I'm only showing you guys two matches, and both of them are cup matches instead of like leagues and preseason, is because I'm in a mood of wanting to move, and I just didn't feel like playing in preseason. I didn't feel like playing in the league, so I simmed a lot of the matches. I simmed pretty much all of preseason except for one game. I did play for them for one half just to make sure that they got farther into the European Shield or whatnot, which they ended up crashing out the game after because they need me or else they lose like completely. And so I ended up playing in this match as well because, you know, it's still the Carabao Cup. It's one of the cups that I still want to win if I do end up staying with Stevenage. And you know, playing against Bournemouth, which is obviously another Prem side, they played really well. I was not surprised they played well, but I was also surprised that we actually end up getting some sort of leads against them. So that was pretty nice, scoring some couple goals. And as you saw there, I was a little bit overzealous on the celebration because I wasn't getting transfer offers and whatnot. And beautiful finish there from me inside the box, and we make it 3-1. Pretty simple stuff for me at this point. You know, being a decent enough rating in the career mode, and this turnaround here was a bit weird, a bit uncomfortable, but I still took the shot because it seemed like I could get one off. I got one off, and it turns out I score it, which is really nice. And we end up winning 4-1 here, which is a pretty good result, especially when I'm trying to demonstrate that I should be playing for bigger teams now instead of staying at Stevenage. But you know, some people would enjoy the challenge, taking Stevenage all the way up to top flight, maybe even making a run in Europa, a deeper run in the FA Cup, all that good stuff. But for me, my only focus here was trying to get a move. And yeah, now we're into the transfer window, the final 10 hours. And as you can see, Valencia getting Camavinga there is actually really huge for them, because Camavinga is like one of the, I guess, upcoming young talents that are demonstrating that they have a lot of potential. And I think there was one about Akanji. I wasn't entirely sure. Yeah, Akanji going to Everton. That's a pretty good move for him, especially with his physicality going to the Prem. Must be really nice. I went to make sure that I was still on the transfer list because there was nothing coming in. And obviously, as you can see from that news, it says that I'm in demand, but there's no offers coming in, and we're at the dead end of the transfer window. And Olympique Lyon here getting Gomez, who I believe is a striker, which makes me sad because, you know, I am also playing in that position, and I would have loved to go to Lyon. Keep moving through the transfer window, and Douglas Luiz going to Sassuolo. Sassuolo is a pretty good deal for them. I don't think they would have been able to get him if they bought me, but I'm not entirely sure what my going price would have been. We get a transfer offer from Galatasaray, and as much as I would have liked to go to Galatasaray, I just don't feel like that is the team for me at the moment. Right now, I'm pretty much regretting not taking Stuttgart, even if they were in like the second division of the Bundesliga or in the first. I really regret it. Here, Bayern going for Kyle Walker. I don't know if that's a great deal because Walker's, I think he's old now at this point, but he's still obviously fast and has good physical. Chelsea there, sealing the deal on Theo Hernandez. That is crazy, especially with the fact that they still have a pretty young Chilwell. So they have two young left backs there that are both pretty good. Olympique Marseille there getting a new pickup, who I have no idea who that guy is, but with the amount of money spent in this window, you know, that's a big moves happen. But with that being said, now we're at the end. As you can see in both calendars, in July, nothing much really happened, and in August you can see that the 2 cup games that are there I played, and I showed you guys the footage, and I basically simmed the rest of the league because I literally do not want to keep playing with them. I want to leave, I want to get out, and obviously with the window now closed, we suffer through the games. So I'll see you guys in the next one to explain what else is going to go down with our objectives and what we want to do with the club now. So I'll see you guys in the next one.